For one, why is Cat playing for the world? He was born here.
He's Dominican, nigga. You know how them niggas take that shit.
He was
Don't
born
act
here.
like you in the hub. You in the hub with Dominicans. You know them niggas. They could have been born in Wood and what's the hospital in Brooklyn? Woodhull. Niggas could have been born in Woodhull Hospital, and they said I'm from Dominican Republic, nigga. I'm from the DR.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't know why he played for the world. The nigga was born here, right? But Flea, just real quick, in chat, I would love for y'all to get into this. How did you feel about, Cat and Brunson's experience, All-Star Weekend, and just last night the All-Star game? What do you think about it? Like, how do you think that's going to help them moving forward? Was it a good experience for them? Was it a great? Was it a bad experience, or it didn't mean anything?
We talked about this yesterday. I still think they building chemistry, right? And I still think Cat is trying to find his way. Like, they don't need to be best friends. Like, I slept on this for a second, and maybe I was overdoing it. They don't need to be best friends. Not everybody that flourishes are best friends. They don't need to be best friends. But it should appear that you guys are on the same page. We're talking about an optics-driven league. Like, we go off of what we see, right? What's brought to us. We talking about the shit with Ant-Man at the beginning of the show because optically we saw, niggas is chatting with a nigga that's in Atlanta right now. Like, that's all this professional sports is what we see in front of us. So what we see in front of us is, our two best players don't necessarily look like they're on the same page all the time. And when they do things that show that they might be on the same page, we get a little excited. We get a little like, oh shit, that looks good. That looks great. They had a give and go the other night. I think it was against either Denver or Philly or whoever it was. And OG went crazy. He was like, damn, did y'all see that give and go between Brunson and Cat? He got hyped because the shit doesn't happen often. Like, it's not something that we're used to. So I definitely feel what you're saying, OG. Like, there should be a clear progression on if this is who we're going to have going forward, if this is who we're going to be in the trenches with come the playoff time, then those two guys got to be willing to die for each other on the basketball court. And right now, it just doesn't always appear like that. It always appears as though Cat is yearning for that connection and the relationship, and Brunson is just like, hey, I'm just here to do my job. And it doesn't look like that is, really important to him. So I would like them to continue to do things together. Having them together at All-Star Weekend is dope. That's dope, right? You find a way to get guys to have some cohesion. And to be honest with you, like, as I watch it a little bit, maybe we overblowing it. Maybe we have no idea what their relationship is. Because like we said, they showed up together in the press conference the other night. They have back and forth banter in the comment sections on social media. This is a new age. So maybe that's how, these new niggas show that they're cool. I don't know. But for me, I would like to see it on the basketball court. And our two best players have to be on the same page for us to be, for us to be great.
That was a great take, right? For me, I kind of want to piggyback off what you just said. Mm-hmm. I would have hoped that after they won that Shooting Stars challenge, that maybe a guy like Allen Houston and they all would have went out to dinner and just had a real talk, right? And hopefully Allen Houston could be that OG to them to help them to understand, like, hey, I was in your position before and we didn't get it done, right? Break down how the city is, break down what both of them mean and how, if they can be on the same page, how much success they can have and what that means, right? I would have loved to see.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
A great point, because in Allen's prime, right, when he was going crazy, we bring in Latrell. Him and Sprewell are polar opposite in terms of attitude and approach to the game. And Sprewell's a dog. Allen Houston's a little more soft-spoken. But somehow, some way, them guys found magic on the basketball court and was able to play together. So I just thought that was a great point. If anybody could tell them, maybe Allen could have a conversation and say, hey, y'all got something, y'all got a great opportunity to have.
Right, exactly. So for me, Flea, because let's be realistic, right? if Josh Hart made the All-Star game, you would have seen Josh Hart and Brunson all over the place.
Yes.
Right? Like, let's be for real, right?
Yes.
And you know, I would have loved to see him and Cat out dinner with their families, right? I would love to see them try to build some type of relationship. You don't have to be best friends, right? But y'all have to understand.
That's true, Zero.
Yeah, y'all need each other to win a championship. One is not going to be able to do without the other, right? Let's be realistic. So for me, I would hope that they had took this opportunity to really bond with each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can say, hey man, we may not, I'm not gonna say I don't like you, but let's just say we don't have no interest, right? We don't have nothing in common, but bro, we got to figure this thing out on the court, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have an opportunity to do something very special. I just feel that, you know, those guys are not on the same page. I don't see enough of them. You know, I don't see. It's just, I just hope that they took this opportunity, Flea, to really try to build something. Because, like I said, if it was Brunson and Hart out there, and I'm not saying you got to compare Hart and Brunson as far as friendships, because we know him and Hart go way back, and that's his guy.
It's a long standing.
Right. Sure. But let's be realistic, man. Like when you see teammates playing on the same team, you see the difference. You see the difference.
Did you see Ant-Man is sitting there talking with NBA TV, I think, and Cat walks behind him and he sees the trophy and Ant-Man gets up and he daps him. But like, we New Yorkers, bro, like we take daps very big. Like that's how you embrace me when you see me is important. If I feel like the shit is a little icy, I understand when we at. If I feel that pop and we bring it in and it feels like we just chest bumped, I know, nigga. And then he said, I love you to Ant-Man. Then he said, yo, I love you. I know that they're long-standing teammates, but you would like to see Brunson and Cat build that type of relationship. Again, we can't control that. That's grown men. I get it. But you would, from a fan's perspective, you would like to see them, you know, build that relationship for sure.
And that's a great point. And we have to stop ignoring this. Because if we want to win a championship, if we're going to be a championship contending team, we have to be able to be on the same level, right? We have to be able to be, everybody has to have the same mindset. Like I said, there's people you can work with that you may not get along with them, but they do a hell of a job. And you know, me and this person got to be on the same page for this to get the job done, right? So I just feel like, you know, I think it's still some friction there. Like I said, I don't know if they dislike each other as far as like, you did something to me. No, but I don't see enough of them. And when it's the two best players, I need to see some chemistry. I need to see some brotherhood, right? I need to see some, like Ant-Man said, cut my man. Y'all niggas ain't hold him down.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.